lead him across the line.
He's going to get down here first.
Look at Andrew Tate flying. Protect the net.
Good afternoon once again, race fans. H1 Unlimited welcomes you to Madison, Indiana for the running of the 2019 APBA Gold Cup hydroplane races here at the 69th Madison Regatta. As you can see on the H1 Unlimited live stream here in Madison, we are inside 5 to the 5 for Unlimited Heat 4A. Weather conditions here in Madison still the same as it's been all weekend long. Temperatures in the low 90s, and of course it's the first weekend of July 2019, and it is hot and humid and sticky here along the banks of the Ohio River. 8 minutes and 45 seconds until the start. 8 minutes and 45 seconds away. If you're just joining us for the first time today here in Madison, this race course is a 2-mile track. Unlimited's 4A and 4B will be 4-lap heats. The winner-take-all championship later this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the Gold Cup will be a 5-lap final. 2-mile race course here in Madison. The start-finish line is just below the judges' stand south of Mulberry Street. Here in Madison, the boats will go to the right-hand side of you into turn number 1 or the west turn, and that is the turn to watch here on the Ohio River. The roughest water on this course will be down there in turn number 1. We'll have outstanding drone footage to show you that activity in turn 1, and we saw it earlier today when J. Michael Kelly hooked, dislodged a buoy, and went inside the safety zone in turn number 1. The hydroplanes will roar up the Trimble County, Kentucky shoreline of the Ohio River, bolt into turn number 2 or the bridge turn to the left-hand side of us here. 2 miles around, long chutes, tight turns. It's a challenging track. We've got one more set of preliminary heats to get in the books before we go to the winner-take-all championship later this afternoon at 4 p.m. EDT. Before we get to your point totals for this year's APBA Gold Cup, before we go to the fourth flight, we'd like to thank our internet provider here this weekend for H1 Unlimited, MetroNet, out of Madison, Indiana, providing the internet service here this weekend for the live stream. MetroNet, thank you out of Madison for the internet service here this weekend for H1 Unlimited, and fans watching and listening online. If you get a chance, please email or find MetroNet on the World Wide Web and thank them for their service here this weekend. 6 minutes and 35 seconds until the start. 6:35 away. For Unlimited, Heat 4A. Boats set to go are the U7 Spirit of Detroit, the 440 Bucket List Racing, U1 Auction Marketing presents Delta Rail Track, and U12 Graham Trucking with J. Michael Kelly. 6 minutes. 6 minutes until the start. Point totals right now after 4 sections. On top, Miss Home Street with 1,300. Graham Trucking with 1,005. Auction Marketing, Delta Rail Track, 920. Spirit of Detroit, 919. Bucket List Racing in 5th with 790. 6th to the 98, Graham Trucking American Dream with 769. And your trailer, J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool with 585. The final heat will take our top 4 boats and points. They will go on the front row. We will have 2 trailers in the final heat. That will be boat totals 5 and 6 on the ladder. 5 minutes and 10 seconds until the start. You see the clock in the top right-hand corner of your screen as we're approaching the 5-minute period, and that's when the drivers can light the candle and send their unlimited hydroplanes out on the race course. Drivers, light them up. Hearing the whistle in the background from the Lycoming turbine engines. The 440, though, runs the smaller T53 that cranks out about 1,400 horsepower. The other three boats in the field run the T55 that generates 2,600 horsepower. Unlimited Hydroplanes, 28 foot in length, 14 foot wide, of course, capable of straightaway speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. A 6,700-pound racing vessel. Straightaway speeds here in competition on this 2-mile track, we'll see at the end of each shoot about that 175 to 180 clip, as all four have successfully left the pit dock as they make their way out on the race course in what we call the race before the race. 4 minutes away, 4 minutes. Red boat in turn number one, you see from the drone, having a beautiful weekend with the exception of the gun jump blemish in the last heat. That is Bert Henderson and the U7 Spirit of Detroit. Bert Henderson drives out of Brockville, Ontario, Canada. The owner is Dave Bardish out of the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. They are currently fourth in points with 919 on this Gold Cup weekend. The next boat, the dominant white with the yellow and orange effect, that is your defending APBA Gold Cup champion. 29-year-old Andrew Tate drives out of Walled Lake, Michigan. The boat owners are Lori and Mike Jones out of Lake Tapps, Washington. The Joneses have their name on the APBA Gold Cup in 2001 and, of course, last season. Here's one to watch in this one as Tate swung away. Going downriver is the dominant red, black, and silver U12 Graham Trucking. J. Michael Kelly, your 2016 Gold Cup champion, drives the Graham Trucking. J. Michael hails from Bonnie Lake, Washington. The owner, Rob Graham, out of Milton, Washington. And just by the start-finish line buoy is the Big Orange, the little boat that can do it. 440 Bucket List Racing, Dustin Eccles behind the steering wheel out of Monroe, Washington. Craft owners are Sharon and Kelly Stockland out of Snohomish, Washington. Once again, this is what we call the race before the race in Unlimited Hydroplane Racing. It is a clock start format. You see the clock in the top right-hand corner. Boats can cut through the infield only in the warm-up period. Back chute to front chute, just past the halfway mark here at the back chute. They can cut through the infield to the front chute. Then you see the GPW course, turn number one. You can cut there, front chute to back chute. Those are the only entry and entrance places during the milling period. So it should be interesting. Graham Trucking by the start-finish line buoy. There is the maneuver we call the milling period. He can cut the course there, front chute to back chute. J. Michael Kelly. That is a legal maneuver. Areas where you can't take your boat into during the warm-up period and the racing activity. Turns 1 and 2, just draw a straight line from the entrance pin to the exit pin. You can't have your boat in the safety zone. Another safety zone is here at the start-finish line buoy. Draw a line from that buoy to that one on the back chute. And that whole area there to the GPW turn number one, that is a safety zone as well. Cannot have your craft in there during the warm-up period or the race. That could cause a disqualification. As you see, the 1 minute period is come and gone. 53 seconds until the start. Andrew Tate off turn number one. And now Kelly cutting through the infield. And boy, he is super sharp at that. But how early will he be on the clock? You want to be behind that yellow buoy, the entrance pin, prior to turn number two before 16 seconds. And right now, J. Mike appears to be early by my watch as we're getting set for Unlimited 4A. Kelly right now in 1, Tate in 2, Henderson in 3, Eccles in 4, and they're early. Kelly and Eccles definitely early. Tate and Henderson more ideal. We'll see the two boats in the middle come to the line with more umph. J. Mike trying to scrub off time. You see the clock. You'll see the start-finish line buoy. Here we come. Dustin Eccles is going to be, he might be on it. We're racing in Unlimited 4A. Start was good according to Joe McCord. Dustin Eccles leads the field in turn number 1. Let's go to the drone shot, Kellen. Eccles in front. Now Tate tightens it up in lane number 2. Takes the lead, leaves a lane in there for J. Michael Kelly. Tate in front, and Kelly making up ground on the inside. Tate, your leader. Make it 3 boat lengths with Henderson. And Eccles is actually third, Henderson in fourth. And now Tate extends it out on the back straightaway. Make it 7 boat lengths over J. Michael Kelly in second. As they thunder into turn number 2, working the first lap of 4. There is Tate. He's leaving a lane for Kelly. Look at that less real estate. He's tightening it up, but Tate has the momentum on the outside in the auction marketing Delta Rail Track. Lap 1 complete, 3 to go. And Kelly is tightening it up. They're down to 5 boat lengths. Henderson third, Eccles in fourth. As the top 2 enter turn number 1, let's go to the drone once again. Thank you. There's Tate in lane number 2. He needs to leave a lane in there for Kelly. This is the roughest part of the track. And now J. Mike tried to tighten it up, but boy, Andrew Tate made a dynamite turn down there in lane number 2. Comes out clean, and now he extends it. Making a tail and a half over J. Michael Kelly in second in the Graham Trucking as your leader streaks up the back straightaway. Your 2018 APBA Gold Cup champion puts it on the hook with the Milton Madison Bridge in the background. And now Kelly, I think, will back off a little bit, try to get those 300, save the boat, save the equipment, go to the Gold Cup final. We're halfway through Unlimited Heat 4A, and Andrew Tate extends his lead over J. Michael Kelly in second, make it 1 rooster tail and a half. Bert Henderson in third. And I've lost Dustin Eccles as Dustin went down on the race course. Off turn number 1, Andrew Tate is your leader. J. Michael Kelly staying in that lane 1 sequence. Bert Henderson in third. All 3 of these gentlemen would love these finishes. It looks like this should be safe and secure for all 3, regarding a blemish, to get into that Gold Cup final. And yes, there is Dustin Eccles. Dead in the water right before the pit dock here on the Indiana shoreline. A tough break for Dustin with a DNF here in 4A. And you see him dead in the water right there. White flag is displayed, 3 down, and 1 more to go for Andrew Tate. Comfortably in front in the Auction Marketing presents Delta Rail Track. You saw J. Michael Kelly cross over Andrew's wake in second in the Graham Trucking, trying to find smoother water. Bert Henderson remains in third. Now it's just a matter of survival. Keep it alive, bring it home, get the points, put it on the trailer, and get ready for the world's most active motor trophy in the world, the APBA Gold Cup, later this afternoon at 4 o'clock. As you see there, Tate, a nice advantage over Kelly as they approach turn number 2. Final turn, final lap of Unlimited 4A. Andrew Tate has come to life on this Sunday afternoon at the Madison Regatta. Here's your unofficial winner of Unlimited 4A. It's Andrew Tate, and Auction Marketing presents Delta Rail Track. Second place will go to J. Michael Kelly in the Graham Trucking. Third place to Bert Henderson in the Spirit of Detroit. Once again, write them down in pencil at home, as the Unlimiteds will have to go through tech inspection after the heat. Andrew Tate wins Unlimited 4A over J. Michael Kelly in second, and Bert Henderson in the third position. So with the bucket list getting that unfortunate DNF, Tom Thompson trailing in points right now. I'll add this up later. Tom could maybe vault above that 440 and be a trailer boat for the final. Right now, the 98, which is the Graham Trucking American Dream in the next heat, they have 769. Any finish whatsoever should put them as one of the 2 trailer boats in the APBA Gold Cup final. But here's your unofficial winner, barring tech inspection. It's Walled Lake, Michigan's Andrew Tate, and Auction Marketing presents Delta Rail Track. You see the Graham Trucking American Dream lowered into the water for Unlimited 4B coming up at 250. Crew members of the bucket list have greeted Dustin Eccles at the left side of the pit dock here on the Ohio River. All three boats for Unlimited 4B are in the water. You see Bert Henderson J. Michael Kelly closest to the dock creeping in, trying to find a safe, secure position there at the pit dock so the crew members can greet him. And you see Bert Henderson a little bit back. Current will work with Bert to float him back to the pit dock, and hopefully he won't need assistance, but also, too, he can light that igniter and kind of guide it back in here gingerly. Keeping our eye on the pit dock, hoping to get Owen Blauman hooked up with Andrew Tate, our winner of Unlimited Heat 4A here in Madison. Bert hits the starter once again. Lid is up, and he'll guide the U7 Spirit of Detroit safely back to the pit area. So a tough break for the bucket list racing. Our first blemish of the weekend with a boat not starting or finishing a heat here at the APBA Gold Cup. Unlimited Heat 4B coming up at 250. Let's go down dockside. Owen Blauman, he's with our 4A winner, Andrew Tate. Take it away, Owen.
Owen Blauman has the winner of Heat 4A. It is Andrew Tate.
Guys, and second win of the day. Way to go.
Hey, Owen, thanks a lot. The Auxiliary Marketing boats really come alive here on Sunday, and, well, one more now. Here we go.
Glad to see a smile on your face. You guys went there into that first lap, and you kind of found some speed and pulled away. Tell us about the conditions out there.
Lane 1 is the shortest way around the track, but it's also the most treacherous. We figured we'd play it safe and kind of move out. Hopefully get a good run on them going to the, but yeah. This morning, some stuff floating down the river, so we're kind of playing Frogger there, jumping around, trying to miss it. But all in all, it was a good heat. It's fun to go into the first turn. 3 boats right there.
Good luck in the final. Thanks.
That's Owen Blauman talking with him.
One speaking with our Unlimited 4A winner, Andrew Tate. So a good day for Andrew Tate. 2 heat wins on this Sunday afternoon to go along with 2 third-place finishes yesterday. And barring a violation in the tech department, he should transfer to the front row of the Gold Cup final heat with no problem. That would get him right now up to 1,320 points, and that includes the qualifying tally as well. J. Michael Kelly, barring a violation in tech, should be in the final heat as well. I have him now with 1,305 points. 1,305 for the Graham Trucking. The bucket list racing will remain at the 790 total. And the Spirit of Detroit, their total now I have stands at 1,144 points. 1,144 points. So, by my tallies, regardless of what happens in Unlimited 4B, the top 4 boats for the Gold Cup final right now appears to be the U6, Miss Home Street, U12, Graham Trucking, U1, Auxiliary Marketing presents Delta Rail Track, and U7, Spirit of Detroit. Right now, the U98 Graham Trucking American Dream, any finish whatsoever, there'll be a trailer boat in the final heat. Trying to get a figure here on that Tom Thompson, what he needs to gain here to be that second trailer boat. So Tom Thompson, if he would score third place, 225 points, that would get him into that second trailer position for the final heat. So we do have something to race for here in Unlimited 4B. Tom Thompson, with a third place finish, would vault 20 points ahead of the Bucket List Racing. That would be your second trailer boat in the final. And Corey Peabody needs to start and finish any position as well to vault above the bucket list. So there you have it. We still have some things to settle here in Unlimited 4B. We'll turn the microphone down momentarily. Stay tuned. Unlimited 4B coming up at 2:50. Thank you. Welcome back to the Ohio River, Madison, Indiana, as you're watching H1 Unlimited live streaming coverage of the 69th Madison Regatta APBA Gold Cup. With us is the winner of our last heat, the 29-year-old from Walled Lake, Michigan, your defending Gold Cup champion, 4A winner. Things are going better today for you.
Yeah, momentum is in full swing here, hopefully heading into the final. The Auxiliary Marketing boat is come alive here on Gold Cup Sunday. So, like I said, we'll keep that ball rolling and try and give them hell here in the final.
Testing this morning, you made several hot laps, timing runs. Did you feel more comfortable in the seat today than you did yesterday?
Yeah, I was driving like an angry teenager yesterday, I think. So the plan was to go out there and make a couple hot laps, settle in, and basically get back to square one and start a new day, and not only a new day, but a new season for us. So it's 2 for 2 so far. We got one more to go today.
Now, yesterday your boat didn't seem to handle well on the pins. You won there from lane number 2. What's your strategy looking at coming up for the final? Got a lane selection in mind, or just kind of see what plays out?
Well, you're from Madison. I'm sure you'll go tell Jimmy if I give it away.
I'm neutral. I'm on H1 Unlimited live stream.
So you say. Lane 1 is the shortest way around the course. I don't know if it's the fastest way around. It's going to be a chess match. That 5-minute period is going to be interesting. People trying to move people around, cut the course. And, you know, Jay Michael loves the inside lane. Maybe we'll steal it from him, maybe we won't. It's turn 1 is something nasty down there, though. It's definitely takes a beating, not only for the boat, but physically. You saw him kind of hook coming out of it and get the exit pin. If someone tightens up on you and holds you in there, it's going to kill the boat ride, and it may not be the fastest way around, but if you nail the start and get down there first, it's anyone's ball game.
As a driver, it is the roughest part of the course. Do you adjust your vision differently? Do you try to look farther ahead, or do you try to stay focused mainly just right outside that lid to read the water?
You're always looking ahead, not only for the rollers that are down in turn 1, but there is some debris on the back chute that you kind of pick up during the 5-minute gun, and you know, that might have changed what lane you pick too, depending on how big it is or what's over there. You take a rudder off, you take yourself out of the race. So a little bit of attrition here in the Ohio River, driving smart and staying out of trouble for the most part.
Thank you for visiting with us. Our defending APBA Gold Cup champion, Andrew Tate, in the U1 Auxiliary Marketing Delta Real Track. Dad could not make it this weekend. He's up in Canton, Michigan, our 91 and 94 Gold Cup winner. Say hi to Dad.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Brent, little brother. And I'm going to give a big shout out to all the guys at Delta Gear, Delta Real Track. They're the big reason we're here going so fast, and also Auxiliary Marketing again. Thanks to Chuck and Elizabeth for the local support.
Thank you, Andrew. Stay tuned. We'll shut the mic down momentarily, but up next is Unlimited 4B. Thank you, Kellen, as we come back with you with the audio here at the 69th Madison Regatta APBA Gold Cup. Boats are in the water for Unlimited Heat 4B, approaching the 9-minute period here at the 69th Madison Regatta APBA Gold Cup. If you just joined us, approximately 10 minutes ago, Unlimited Heat 4A finished. Your winner was Andrew Tate in the Auction Marketing presents Delta Real Track. Second place was J. Michael Kelly in the U12 Graham Trucking. Bert Henderson continues his good weekend in Madison in third place with the U7 Spirit of Detroit. And our lone blemish of the weekend, it did not start or did not finish. The first one went to Dustin Eccles in the Bucket List Racing with an unfortunate did not finish. So, things still to decide here in Unlimited 4B. With the 440 failing to finish that heat, they remain at 790 points. The U98 Graham Trucking, American Dream, any finish whatsoever, first, second, or third, they'll be one of the trailer boats for the final. Same goes for Tom Thompson in the J&Ds presented by Reliable Diamond Tool. Any finish, any position, both those boats will vault ahead of the 440 Bucket List Racing. A blemish from one of those, the 440, we'll see what happened to them. Hopefully they can make repairs to get into the Gold Cup final as a trailer boat. 7 minutes and 35 seconds away, 7 minutes and 35 seconds until the start. Unlimited Heat 4B. If you're just joining us on the live stream here with H1 Unlimited, 2-mile track here in Madison. This is our final preliminary heat of the weekend. This heat race will be 4 laps. The winner-take-all Gold Cup Championship at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this afternoon will be a 5-lap final as we're approaching the 7-minute mark for Unlimited 4B, and there it is. Miss Homestreet in the water. J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool in the water. Graham Trucking, American Dream in the water. Wind conditions as we get ready here for 4B, picking up just a touch, but no effect on the water here on the Ohio River. You see in the camera in the background, water conditions ideal for racing here in Madison. Buoys have been behaving today. They have been staying tied down, behaving real well out here on this Sunday in Madison. Stand by. Under the 6-minute mark, Unlimited Heat 4B. Jimmy Shane, U6, Miss Homestreet. Of course, that is the boat owned by the citizens of Madison, Indiana. They are represented by Miss Madison Incorporated President Charlie Grooms. Of course, they points race with the 6 camp. They'd love to get 400 here to go to their national high point tally for 2019. Second race on the 2019 H1 Unlimited Tour. Boats were in Guntersville, Alabama last week for the season opener for the Southern Cup. Jimmy Shane picked up the victory, followed by J. Michael Kelly and Bert Henderson in third. Coming up on 5 minutes. There it is. Now the boats are eligible to fire and take to the race course. Drivers, light them up. Nice shot of the J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool to the left, and the Madison, Indiana-based Home Street Blue and White Miss Home Street to the right. Jimmy Shane, Tom Thompson successfully up in a planing attitude. And we've got the U98, Graham Trucking, American Dream. We're kind of blocked by that Starrett crane out of Owensboro, Kentucky. I believe all the crew members are off the deck of the U98, driven by Corey Peabody. They need to get in here and they need to score to be one of your two trailers for the APBA Gold Cup final heat. Three minutes and 40 seconds until the start. .330 away. You see Jimmy Shane there on the back chute in the Home Street Blue and White. Jimmy Shane, a native of Havre de Grace, Maryland, now resides in Maple Valley, Washington. Three-time Gold Cup champion. We hear the whistle in the background, the red, white, and blue U98 just leaving the pit dock. The Chartreuse and Carnival Orange to the inside. Tom Thompson drives the U11. J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool. Tom Thompson out of Cambridge, Maryland. The boat owners from Edmonds, Washington are Shannon and Scott Rainey. And I expect all drivers to be well behaved in this one, but I said that earlier today, and things kind of twisted around, became exciting with gun jumps and dislodging buoys, but I don't expect much shenanigans here. I expect everybody to be well behaved, put them in the lane they need to be, and race them, survive them, and put them back on the trailer to get ready for that APBA Gold Cup Championship heat. You see Corey Peabody well outside turn number one. That is the U98, Graham Trucking, American Dream. Corey Peabody, 40 years of age, out of Kent, Washington. The boat owner is Rob Graham out of Milton, Washington. And Rob Graham, if you're listening back in the Pacific Northwest, thank you. Bringing two Unlimited Hydroplanes to the Southern Cup and here at Madison for the APBA Gold Cup with the U12 and U98. Thank you so much for your participation on the Eastern Swing for 2019 with two crafts. All three, Thompson in one, Shane in two, Peabody in three. I expect that to remain pretty much the same as we're 1:35 until the start. Clock start format. Once we get on that back straightaway, you have to have your lane established prior to the entrance pin of turn number two, that yellow buoy, and you would like to have your boat behind that buoy prior to 16 seconds. That seems to be the ideal timing mark to hit the throttle full bore to the start-finish line buoy without jumping the starting gun. There is 1 minute for Unlimited 4B as we look above. Thompson in one, Shane in two, Peabody in three. Don't expect much change as they work off turn number one up the back straightaway here on the Wild Bill Cantrell Memorial Racecourse. Last preliminary heat of the weekend. The big one is up next at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the APBA Gold Cup. The 11 and the 98, lanes 1 and 3, any finish whatsoever. There'll be a trailer in the final. Jimmy Shane would love to get 400 here to go to their national high point total for 2019. Looks to be an ideal start. As they're off the turn, this one should be clean. Here they come to the line. Shane's going to lead them down, and it's a clean start. We're racing in Unlimited Heat 4B here at the 69th Madison Regatta, APBA Gold Cup. Jimmy Shane got on the throttle first off turn number two of the line, and he leads comfortably into turn number one as we'll go to the drone. Shane there in lane number two, leaving plenty of room for Thompson on the inside, Peabody on the outside. Shane exits in front. make it about 10 boat lengths. Now you saw Peabody. He actually cut inside the wake of Jimmy Shane in lane number 3, trying to move more closer to the buoy row, traveling less real estate. But it's an easy lead, a comfortable lead for Jimmy Shane entering turn number 2 on lap number 1 of 4. Shane gets there first. Thompson will tighten it up here a little bit, traveling the less ground on the inside, and they come off almost side by side. But Shane hits that throttle, and lap 1 in the books, 3 to go. Shane in front, make it a 5 boat length advantage over Tom Thompson in second. In J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool. Corey Peabody remains in third. Let's go above in turn number 1 as Shane gets there first. Shane leaving plenty of room there for Thompson. Tom painting the pins, and they come off virtually dead even. But now Shane hits that throttle with that superior acceleration of the U6 Miss Homestreet, and he bolts back out by a rooster tail. A lap and a half in, 2.5 to go here in Unlimited 4B. Shane puts it on the hook, followed by Thompson in the Chartreuse and Carnival Orange. You see the Madison Bridge in the background. Shane off turn number 2. We're halfway through Unlimited 4B, and it's Madison, Indiana's Miss Homestreet in front with Jimmy Shane. A 1 rooster tail advantage over Tom Thompson and J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool. Corey Peabody just completed his second lap in third in the U98. Back above in turn number 1. Shane leaving plenty of room for Thompson. And boy, Tom painting those pins down there in turn number 1 in the second position as you see Corey Peabody entering the turn. 2.5 in, 1.5 to go here in Unlimited 4B. And it's with the way pretty much I expected it. It's Shane, Thompson, and Peabody. It's been that way throughout. We'll see if it finishes that way. Working into turn 2. Shane off the turn, Thompson to the inside. We see the white flag being waved at the tower. 6 miles in, 2 more miles to go to victory for Jimmy Shane here in Unlimited 4B. Tom Thompson as well, covering the same distance and distance to go here in second. Corey Peabody crosses in third in the U98 Graham Trucking American Dream. From above, final time around, your top 2 in turn number 1. Jimmy Shane on a casual Sunday afternoon ride in the U6 Miss Homestreet. 1/2 lap to go here in Unlimited 4B. Trying to keep it together, keep an engine alive, get the 400, consult with the crew, get your strategy ready for the APBA Gold Cup final. You can hear the crowd in the background. They deliver their applause. Here's your winner of Unlimited Heat 4B in Madison, Indiana at the Gold Cup. It's Jimmy Shane and Miss Homestreet. Second place will go to Tom Thompson in the J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool. Tate, if you could please pan to the left. Thank you very much. We want to bring Corey Peabody to the line in the third position. And there's that compressor stall again. They have worked. They've worked. Keep it together, young man. You're going to get yourself in a Gold Cup final as a trailer. Here's your third place finisher, Corey Peabody, in the U98 Graham Trucking American Dream. Once again at home, write them down in pencil. All 3 boats have to go through tech inspection, but it went the way I thought. Jimmy Shane, your winner, followed by Tom Thompson and Corey Peabody in the third position. As we look above, beautiful shot as we look east, the Madison Bridge in the background, Madison, Indiana to the left, and of course to the right, the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the shoreline of Milton, Kentucky, here in the Ohio River Valley. You can hear the fans in the background. They love their boat. And you'll hear a lot of interest along the shoreline later this afternoon in the winner take-all final for their boat, Miss Madison with the sponsorship, Miss Home Street. So Shane back in. We hope to talk to him once he unbuckles, gets out of the enclosed capsule. Beautiful boat, the U6 Miss Home Street, built last year. The Hanson brothers, Mike and Larry Hanson, diligent work over the winter months with this boat. Debuted last year at the Hapo Cup in Tri-Cities, Hapo Columbia Cup, in Tri-Cities, Washington, just testing only. Its actual first race was at Lake Washington in Seattle. They were in the final heat at Mission Bay in San Diego for the final race of the season last year, but a battery problem got them, and they failed to start for the final. The Hull actually picked up its first win at last weekend's Southern Cup in Guntersville, Alabama. And Joe McCord, no, that is not thunderstorms. That's some of our fans celebrating over in Milton, KY.
Yeah, our Kentucky fans are pretty wild this year. It's they've been shooting off these fireworks all weekend long. It's like a Hatfields and McCoy over here.
You can hear the fans, Joe, in the background. They love their boat.
If Jimmy Shane was to walk down Main Street and just ride a golf cart, he'd get cheered on. He's one of the probably next to the mayor of Madison, one of the most well-known people in this town, and he doesn't even live here.
Outstanding rep for the citizens here in Madison. Of course, we mention it all the time. Jimmy Shane, a native of Havre de Grace, Maryland, now resides in Maple Valley, Washington. Let's go down dockside. Mr. Owen Blauman with H1 Unlimited getting into a position. And he'll interview our winning driver of Unlimited Heat 4B, Jimmy Shane. He's creeping closer and closer. Let's go down dockside now to Owen. Take it away.
Weekend, top qualifying, all 4 heats. Here we go. It's Gold time, baby.
Yeah, we're all shaping up for a great run here in the Gold Cup. Looks like there's going to be 4 fast boats on the front line running for the 109th running of the APBA Gold Cup, and we're happy to be a part of that front line.
I think we determined, just FYI, it'll be the 112th.
100.
A lot of numbers being thrown around these days. Good run out there. What was it like out there, condition-wise?
It's getting choppy, like I say, just like it did yesterday. The winds start. For the drivers, and somebody's going to have to go out there and tough it out and take this Gold Cup home.
Good. Go rest up. Thanks. Congratulations on the perfect week.
Thank you so much.
Jimmy Shane, the driver of the U6.
Thank you, Owen. Back up top here with the live stream with H1 Unlimited. That gives Jimmy Shane 1,700 points. Do some quick tallying here. Corey Peabody now has 994 points for the weekend. And Tom Thompson, 885. Here is your point totals after 4 sets of preliminary heats for the American Powerboat Association Gold Cup here at the 69th Madison Regatta. And, of course, this depends on tech inspection from Unlimited's 4A and 4B. Top boat in points, U6 Miss Home Street, 1,700. Second boat in points, U12 Graham Trucking, 1,305. Made a mistake, Kellen. Second boat in points, U1 Auction Marketing presents Delta Real Track, 1,320 points. The third boat in points is the Graham Trucking with those 1,305. Fourth in points, U7 Graham Trucking with 1,144. So the top 4 boats in the APBA Gold Cup final heat will be hull numbers 6, 1, 12, and 7. Your first trailer boat for the Unlimited final will be the U98 Graham Trucking American Dream with Corey Peabody. 994 points. And your second trailer boat in the final heat with 885 points will be Tom Thompson in U11. J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool. Seventh in points, 440 Bucket List Racing with 790 points. And Jimmy Shane is making his way up here. I will stand up, and he's still got the fire suit on. Try to make it quick so he can go down at the PA as well. Kellen will get us hooked up here, Jimmy, momentarily. With us, Unlimited 4B winner. I told you you'd be in 4B.
You did, you called it.
It went like I thought. You just start and finish and bring her back in one piece.
Yeah, we wanted to, we made a big change right before that heat, actually, after we ran the third set of heats. So we had some testing to do out there, too. Wanted to make sure we got a good run on the boat, so we got some good data, and we did that heat. So Tommy was fighting hard in there on the inside. We just have a little bit more beans in the engine compartment, and we stayed out in front of him that heat.
Nuts and bolts, you're the fastest, top qualifier. You have the 12, 1, and 7 with you. Race before the race. You know what they're going to do. How are you going to prepare mentally to keep your cool, keep your calm, get the lane you want, because you know they want you out in 4?
Yeah, we're going to stay true to our plan. We know where we would like to be on the race course, and we'll just see what comes at us. I think one of the things about being one of the drivers of these H1 Unlimited hydroplanes is it's all reactive. So you have to react to the situations that come. You can plan it out as best as you can, but most of the time those plans never come through. So it's who can react the best.
With the extra 2 boats out there in the warm-up period to make it 6 for the final, will the water be a little bit more of in question in the race before the race?
It won't be a question at all. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. That first turn is going to be something else. So be on the lookout. I hope everybody stays safe, and it's going to be a wild final for the Gold Cup.
Radio man will be important in the final. He's a good one, Mike Hansen. He'll be communicating with you.
Absolutely, yeah. We've been working really well these last 2 races, and taking it into this final heat. I think we have a really good shot, but you never know what comes.
They love their boat here. A lot of pressure coming up in this one. Good luck to you. Looking for your 4th Gold Cup.
Thank you so much. It'll be a fun time.
Jimmy Shane with us, looking for his 4th APBA Gold Cup. We'll see what happens at 4 p.m. Thank you, Kellen Rainey. That will wrap up our live stream here for H1 Unlimited of Heats 4A and 4B. Coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the winner-take-all final heat for the oldest active motorsports trophy in the world, the APBA Gold Cup at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We will come on the live stream at 3:50 p.m. Your boats on the front row: Miss Home Street, Graham Trucking, Auxure Marketing, Delta Real Track, Spirit of Detroit. Your trailers: Graham Trucking, American Dream, J&D's presented by Reliable Diamond Tool. Please monitor H1 Unlimited at Twitter and Facebook for any breaking news updates before we come back at 3:50. Until then, we'll see you for that APBA Gold Cup final at 4 bells.